You probably already have all three of these ingredients sitting in your kitchen right now: olive oil, a little raw honey, and cinnamon. They don't look powerful. They don't come in fancy bottles or promise instant results. But when you combine them before bed, something very important begins to happen inside your body, especially inside your heart and arteries. This isn't a fad. It's not an internet trick or a viral shortcut. There is real physiology behind this combination, and when you understand what's happening inside your blood vessels, this simple nightly habit starts to make a lot more sense. Every single day your arteries are working non-stop. They expand, contract, adapt, and respond to everything you do. Stress, poor sleep, inflammation, blood sugar spikes, processed foods, and emotional tension all leave their mark. Over time, this constant pressure starts to damage a very delicate structure inside your arteries known as the endothelium. The endothelium is not just a lining, it's living, intelligent tissue. It acts like a control center, deciding when your arteries should relax and when they should tighten. With every heartbeat, it regulates blood flow, oxygen delivery, and pressure throughout your body. When this lining is healthy, circulation feels effortless and your heart doesn't struggle. But when the endothelium becomes inflamed or rigid, everything changes quietly. Blood pressure slowly rises, circulation weakens, oxygen delivery drops, and one of the most important molecules in your body, nitric oxide, begins to disappear. Nitric oxide is your body's natural artery relaxer. It's a tiny gas molecule, but it has a massive job. It tells your blood vessels when to open, when to soften, and when to allow blood to flow freely. When nitric oxide levels are high, your arteries are flexible and responsive. When levels fall, your arteries stay tight and resistant. That's when your heart starts working overtime. It has to push harder just to move blood through narrow, tense pathways. You may not feel this right away, but over time it shows up as fatigue, cold hands and feet, brain fog, rising blood pressure, and reduced endurance. Here's the key point most people miss. Your body does not repair this damage during the day, it repairs it at night. Sleep is not just rest, sleep is active healing. At night, inflammation should drop, cortisol should fall, and repair systems turn on. Your blood vessels become more responsive to signals that promote relaxation and restoration. That's why what you do before bed matters more than most people realize. This is where this simple mixture comes in. Let's start with olive oil. High-quality extra virgin olive oil contains powerful compounds called polyphenols, especially hydroxytyrosol and oleuropein. These are not just antioxidants that mop up damage, they actually activate a specific enzyme inside your arteries called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or eNOS. When eNOS is activated, your body increases its own production of nitric oxide. This is important because you're not forcing your arteries to relax. You're reminding them how to do it naturally. As nitric oxide rises, your blood vessels soften, they widen slightly. Resistance drops, blood pressure begins to calm. Oxygen reaches tissues more efficiently. Your heart no longer has to push against constant tension. Olive oil also contains healthy monounsaturated fats that protect the inner walls of your arteries from oxidative stress. These fats help prevent LDL cholesterol from becoming oxidized and sticky, which is one of the main contributors to arterial damage over time. This protection allows nutrients and oxygen to flow smoothly to your heart and brain. Next comes raw honey, and this is where people often misunderstand the purpose. You're not adding honey for sweetness, you're adding it for signaling. Raw honey contains enzymes, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that help lower markers of inflammation inside the body. But more importantly, at night, honey helps reduce cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When cortisol stays elevated at night, your arteries remain tense. Nitric oxide breaks down faster, healing slows down, but when cortisol drops, your blood vessels finally get the message that it's safe to relax. That small amount of honey acts like a calming signal to your nervous system. It tells your body that the environment is safe, that energy is available, and that it can shift into repair mode instead of survival mode. When the nervous system calms, blood flow improves. When blood flow improves, healing accelerates. Then we add cinnamon lightly and intentionally. Cinnamon helps improve insulin sensitivity, which means your cells respond better to glucose. This is especially important at night. Nighttime blood sugar spikes silently damage the endothelium. They increase inflammation, stiffen arteries, and reduce nitric oxide availability. Even small glucose fluctuations can interfere with nighttime repair. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar, reducing glycation and oxidative stress. It also improves microcirculation, allowing blood to move more easily through the smallest vessels in your body. This improves oxygen and nutrient delivery to tissues that need repair the most. Cinnamon also helps reduce blood viscosity, meaning your blood becomes less thick and sluggish. Thinner, smoother, flowing blood places less strain on your heart and less friction on your vessel walls. When you combine these three ingredients, something powerful happens. Olive oil opens the arteries. Honey calms the nervous system. Cinnamon balances blood sugar and circulation. Together, they support your body's natural vascular reset while you sleep. Here's how you use it. In a small cup, add 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Add about 1/4 teaspoon of raw honey. Then add a light dusting of cinnamon. Stir gently until combined. Take it slowly about 20 to 30 minutes before bed. If the texture feels strong, you can dilute it with a tablespoon of warm water. This doesn't reduce the benefits, it just makes it easier to take. While you sleep, nitric oxide levels gradually rise. Blood vessels soften. Heart rate lowers, circulation improves without effort. This isn't something you feel instantly, but over time your body starts giving you signals. Your hands and feet may feel warmer, your mind may feel clearer in the morning, your energy may feel steadier instead of rushed or drained. These are quiet signs that blood flow is improving and your cardiovascular system is becoming more efficient. Here's something very important to remember. Your arteries are not lifeless tubes that only get worse with age. They are living tissue. They respond to signals. They adapt to what you feed them, how you sleep, and how you manage stress. Every heartbeat is your body asking for care, not neglect. This nightly mix is not a cure, and it's not a miracle. It's a consistent message to your body that healing matters. You can't buy new arteries, but you can rebuild the ones you have. You can reduce inflammation, you can restore flexibility, you can support nitric oxide naturally. Small habits practiced consistently create powerful long-term changes. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and remember that the smallest nightly ritual done with intention can slowly change the direction of your health. If this video helped you understand your body better, share it with someone you care about. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And most importantly, take care of your heart, because it's been taking care of you your entire life. Make it a great day.